Welcome everybody to this edition of Attention Talk Video. I'm your host, ADHD and attention coach, 𝐓𝐇𝐈𝐒. Today I'm here to talk about observation. In simple terms, we make observations with our senses. You can see it, we make an observation now in the physical world. It's aided by technology, like a microscope, a telescope, or something like that. The thing about ADHD is what we do is we have a tendency to make observations based off of our behavior because we can see it or we can touch it, smell it, feel it, whatever. The issue here really is, if you think about it, behavior is a symptom of cognitive behavior. So if you're observing the symptom of the symptom, often you're trying to solve for something that's not necessarily the root cause. In any field of engineering, when there's an issue or problem, they're always trying to determine what the root cause of the problem is so that they can solve for that problem and resolve the particular issue. On our channel, we do a lot of talking about executive function because executive function is really about your cognitive behavior. And so the reason I think it's important that people become literate with regard to cognitive behavior so that they can identify and deal with the root cause. So let's just talk about this little graphic here. I got my little aha bob here, and we have the target. All too often, people with ADHD, they deal with ADHD at the emotion level. I'm not doing that because of fear. That is an emotional reaction. We've talked about that multiple times on this channel. An emotion, actually a feeling, is a physical manifestation of an emotion. Fear is an emotion. When we are in an emotional state, we actually skip over the thinking part. So people often, like, I'm in fear. And the thing about an emotion is you can't resolve an emotion. You can accept an emotion, but it doesn't necessarily go away. The next level down is if you could identify the symptom. That might be, I am not doing something. I'm putting it off. Emotionally, we call ourselves a procrastinator when we do that. It's an emotional reaction to something that we're looking at. This is not being done, so I must be procrastinating. And I get a lot of that coming in. But if you begin to really identify what the root cause of something might be, you might begin to realize is that you actually don't know what to do. Or it might be more than your working memory can handle. Now, working memory, again, if you search YouTube for Attention Talk Video working memory, you'll find a lot that I've done on that. Working memory is thinking inside your head. It's impaired. So if you're having a hard time with all that in your head, it's effortful. You don't know what to do. You can't fit it all in. And so you have an emotional reaction to escape the thinking part. The point of this video is really to bring your attention that in our world, when you're dealing a lot with tips, tricks, and strategy, they're dealing with the emotional or the symptomatic level. And if you're drowned in a sea of strategies, you might realize is that you're dealing with the symptom. It's like wiping your nose as opposed to dealing with the diagnosis. Now, what this video is really about is to bring your awareness to the idea of understanding executive functioning, because often that's at the root cause. And as I have learned over the years, is that one of the big issues is thinking inside your head. Got to solve for that problem. Let me put it this way. If you solve for that problem, you can resolve the emotion as opposed to just accept it. So anyway, I hope this is giving you a little bit of insight and clarity. If you're dealing on the emotional level or the symptomatic level, I think that you'll find that you're going to be spinning your wheels quite a bit, or throwing spaghetti against the wall in order to try to solve a problem. The idea is you want to actually pause and think about what the root cause is. Anyway, I hope that this will give you a pause to think. What do you guys think about this? Please leave a comment. For those new to our channel, please hit the subscribe button, sign up. We release an insight or tip like this each week. And also there's a thanks button there for those that like what we do. We certainly appreciate any contribution that you can make. Anyway, we hope you've enjoyed this edition of Attention Talk Video. Take care.